The Pickup was released in 2025 and was directed by Tim Story. It tells the story of two armored truck drivers who are ambushed by ruthless criminals. As chaos unfolds, the two drivers must navigate high-risk danger along with a very bad day that's just getting worse and worse. This is a movie that I actually never even heard of. I just seen the trailer come up one day and I saw the trailer and I said to myself, that looks crap. It actually looked garbage. It looked poorly made. It looked quite weakly acted too, actually, which I was kind of shocked about. But I decided to, for the sake of reviewing it, I decided to give the movie a chance. And after watching the movie for myself, I'm not surprised to say that the film is actually just as shitty as I thought it would be. This film is actually just as crap as its marketing. And I feel bad to say that because it stars Eddie Murphy. Everyone loves Eddie Murphy. He's great, he's funny, he's charming, he's awesome. He's just overall a very iconic actor. He would have to be in my top 10 movie actors at the very least. He's fantastic, but this movie is just so dull. The storyline is absolutely crap. There's nothing to it. There's nothing compelling. There's nothing unique. Nothing is executed that well. It just has such a dull, bland, and in some ways just such a boring plot. It's a very crap story. The story also is just so dumb. There's no intelligence, there's no charm, there's just nothing to this movie that makes it stand out. The storyline is just so, it's just a piece of crap. Almost everything about it is a massive fail. The film's humour too, while I mean some chuckle-worthy lines of dialogue that got a chuckle out of me, that's it. For the most part, the comedy of the movie falls flat. The plot of the movie is just so dull. It's nothing. It's just such a poorly made and stupid storyline. The movie is visually okay. I mean, I get that it's an Amazon Prime movie, which I'm kind of glad that it is because the film just doesn't look like the kind of movie that would be released in cinemas. If anything, it looks like one of those directed TV and directed DVD movies that were released in the early 2010s and sometimes even the late 2000s. Visually, the movie just looks kind of shitty, to be honest. The lighting as well is just so dull, and the color correction just doesn't really look like the kind of movie that Eddie Murphy would star in. It just looks like a generic, cop movie that would be made in something for the television, not something, that's, I mean, I get it. It's a film that was, released on Amazon Prime, but I just think with a movie with this type of cast, I would expect the visuals to at least, look a little bit better than this. The action is okay. It's kind of generic car chases, but I guess they're to some extent kind of entertaining, but they don't do anything unique. They don't offer anything new to the table. They're not that exciting. And the cast are doing an okay job. They're trying their best at least with this shitty script, but at the same time, they can do so much better with what they're given. Even the movie's cast of characters are, well, pretty poor. The character of Russell, he is such a dull protagonist. There is absolutely nothing to him. And his dynamic with Travis in my book is incredibly poorly done. The character of Travis is painfully unfunny and at times he is just cringy. Not once did I ever care about them and I didn't buy their chemistry at all. Not even once. The character of Zoe is also bland. The movie tries to make her interesting, but to me, it just fails. She's a very poorly written character, and her dynamic with Russell and Travis is a fail in my book. And then the other characters are either just forgettable, one note, extremely, poorly developed. The villain of the film is extremely forgettable. The cast of characters are just so poor. Even the character arcs, there's just nothing to the character arcs in this movie. The characters are just so lackluster. And then there's the music. To be completely honest, the music of the movie is not only absolutely forgettable, it does not fit in with the movie at all. I did not feel a single track, to me, not even a single piece of music, felt like it belonged in this movie. It actually felt like it belonged in a completely different movie. So yeah, the music is pretty bad. If there is people out there that did enjoy this movie, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely excellent. I'd be curious to know what you guys think in the comment section below. But for me, this is a movie that is just so lackluster. Overall, the pickup sucks. There's some chuckle-worthy lines of dialogue and there's some okay action scenes, but the storyline is incredibly dull, the characters are lackluster, and the music does not fit in with the movie at all. This is definitely a movie that I am not watching again. I'm going to give the pickup a 4 out of 10. So yeah, for me, the film is pretty shit. But if there is someone that did enjoy it, I would be curious to hear what you think. You know, I'd be curious to hear what your points are and what did you enjoy about the movie. I'd be very curious to hear what you guys have to say about it. So let me know what you guys think of the movie in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Take care, everyone. Stay tuned for my next review, and until then, skadoosh, everyone.